Following the proposed removal of fuel subsidies, the federal government stated that its set deadline is now dependent on the incoming administration, which will be sworn in on May 29. The statement comes as the National Economic Council agreed on Thursday to form an extended committee to investigate the process of removing subsidies, including defining the exact timing, ways to assist the poor and vulnerable, and alternatives that will be implemented. Zainab Ahmed, Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, made these remarks at the end of the Council's Financial Trade meeting, which was presided over by the Vice President Yemi Osibanjo at the State House in Abuja.
Is that it is not going to be removed now, which means it will not be removed before the transition is completed. That's what it means. But then we have two laws that have inadvertently made the provision that we should exit by June. So if the committee's work, which will include the representatives of the incoming administration, determine that the removal can be done by June, then the work plan will be designed to exit as of June. But if the determination is that the period needs to be extended, it will mean that we will have, as a country, will have to revisit the Appropriation Act, for example, because the 2023 budget only made provision up to June. So if we are extending beyond June, it means we have to revisit the Appropriation Act and do a supplementary or amend the bill, and also the PIA. These are the reasons why we had to do this consultation with NEC to get inputs from the governors. They are going to provide to us their representatives to work together with us to have a defined process that will take us towards the removal. But one thing that is clear is everybody agreed that the subsidy should be removed very quickly, because the cost is only not efficient, but it's also not sustainable. And that when the time comes for removal, the removal will be done once and for all.
The minister, on the other hand, stated that the council deliberated on the matter and decided that it would not be removed for the time being, but it also agreed on the need to continue the discussion and the necessary preparatory work in collaboration with states and representatives of the incoming administration. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture expressed concern that eliminating petrol subsidies would harm businesses, particularly small and medium-sized enterprises, and worsen the country's unemployment rates. Nezima also urged the federal government to fix the country's local refineries, which he described as the productive palliative for subsidy removal, rather than borrowing $800 million in foreign loans and distributing 8,000 naira to each loan beneficiary in the name of mitigating the negative effects of the intended subsidy removal.